Alright, so I've just copied and pasted my Project Gutenberg document into a Word document, and I was working off of the HTML for that. And the reason was the other files that were there just weren't working as well. So I had found this text file, but I realized that it didn't have any hard returns in it, and that wasn't going to work. So I went to the HTML, and it looks like it's going to be fine. Okay, so I pasted everything in, and to double check that you've got everything, if you go to the very end of the file, it should be this kind of legalese stuff, and so that is happening at the end of the book, and that shows you that you've copied everything. So I'm going to go ahead and save this file and then start formatting it. So I'm saving it onto the desktop. I'm replacing it because I had done that with an earlier file before. Okay, and just starting here at the end, I can go ahead and select this, these several paragraphs at the end and delete them. So, okay. End of the project. Delete. Now, the reason I chose this particular book is because it has, I know, a lot of paragraph styles, and there are some other things that are happening in here. So there are some editor's notes. There are these things that there are images somewhere, but they're not in this file, and so they put that graphic in it. And then they've got a lot of formatting that is in this file, so it's really big and all that. I'm coming back up to the top, and I'm going to delete the extra stuff here at the beginning. I'm going to save it, and I'm just going to kind of scroll through and take a look and see what's here. So this is all title stuff. I've got a table of contents page. Obviously the page numbers are going to be different by the time we're done with it. A list of illustrations, and those have a table of contents. That I'll delete unless I'm replacing those illustrations. And just scroll down a little bit more. So title page, there's like this kind of opening verse. Here's my first chapter, and you can double check on your table of contents to see what your chapter titles are. But so chapter title and then text. Okay, and then these are illustrations, so I know that this big text that's underneath it is also the illustration. I'm going to go ahead and Command A, select everything, go to Edit, Clear, Formatting. And that is going to get rid of all of that kind of craziness that was in there. And I'm just going to hit save. Like every time I do something like that, I'm going to hit save. All this stuff at the beginning, I'm going to leave, and I'm not real worried about these things yet. I will be deleting them. So just to kind of show you, I'll delete that, and then the rule that follows it as I find it. So contents, these will be my table of contents entries followed by the page numbers. List of illustrations, I'm not going to need that, so I'm just going to go ahead at this point and delete it. Command Z that. I want to make sure that I'm not getting leave that rule for right now. So I'm holding my shift key down to continue to select that. Delete. Okay, so I'm going to tag this, and the way what tagging is a description of your paragraph styles. So we're only going to do this for the first couple of chapters just so that you know what you're dealing with. So to tag it, it's the open and close parentheses and then just a note to yourself in there. I'm going to go ahead and delete that image. Mowgli's Brothers, I know that's the chapter title. And then right here, this is the text. Okay, so I'm scrolling through, and I'm just going to go ahead and delete, again, this all caps stuff underneath it. is the caption, so I'm going to get rid of that. And what I'm looking for are things like this. And this file looks like it's going to be good because it has an M dash in it. Just to show you the other file that I had gotten, it did not. And I had done a search and replace on it. Okay, so here's what I was seeing before, was that there were 2 hyphens in a row, and those are not what you want. You want the M dashes. So I've got a find and replace here, and the way I got that was just edit, find, replace. So that's where I went to pop up this menu, and I'm selecting those 2 hyphens. Again, the document I'm working in, it looks like it's good, but if you have those, Command C to copy, Command V to, oh, I'm pasting them in my document. Okay, I'll do that again. Copy. It's not letting me in there. I'm just going to retype them. 2 hyphens in a row. I'm going to replace all with an M dash. Option, Shift, and then the hyphen. That's going to create your M dash. Replace all, and it will go ahead and do that. So you can see that all those double hyphens are gone now. So again, looking through mine, everything here looks good. It's got straight quotes. We'll convert those over to smart quotes in the InDesign file. And I'm just looking through, it's just text. I've got paragraph returns at the end of it. I'm going to get rid of this stuff. And I'm looking for the end of the chapter, and if there's any other kind of text that's in there, any kind of extract or verse or some kind of chapter break or header. And I'm not seeing anything. I'm scrolling a little. Okay. Something like this, where it's in the brackets, that is probably like a note, maybe for a footnote. Okay. We got some kind of a rule, and then this hunting song of the Siani. It looks like it rhymes because it's repeating that again, so this is probably a verse. So I'm going to tag this verse title. A verse, cause hunting. Okay, I'm looking down, there's more. Another verse. Getting your book out of a library or something can be kind of useful, just so you can see what's going on. You've got the table of contents as well, so I think this is a chapter title. I can double check with my table of contents. And this will be body text. Go ahead and save it. I'm just scrolling. This looks normal. This looks like regular text. And like I said, I'm familiar with this book. I've read it before, and I've spent time with the text, so you'll need to kind of be familiar with your book. Not that you have to read it, but you need to scan it and see what types of information are in there. Okay, and like I said, having your a copy of it in hand to kind of see how it's typeset could be really useful. Okay, I'm looking at this. I see another title. It's all caps here. and just kind of scanning through, and it looks like it's set up as a verse. I'm seeing festoon and moon, bands, hands, so all these are rhyming. So another tag. Verse title. And these little tags are notes for yourself, so whatever's going to keep you in mind with it. Okay, it looks like another verse. Bold, cold, kill, still, yeah, it rhymes. So another. Oh, verse title for Tyler. And chapter title and text. Okay, so this is what you're doing, is just going through and cleaning up. I need to get rid of these rules as well. If there are a lot of hard returns, I need to get rid of those. See that soft return right there? So I'm assuming that this is the caption that goes along with it, so I'm going to get rid of both of those. Same thing. Your text will probably not be this complicated. But if you have any questions about it, come and see me, let me know. Get rid of that hard return. And I'm looking for kind of the next thing that comes. Okay. The image, the soft returns. Alright, and I'll just continue doing this throughout the file. Okay, now here's the next thing. It looks like another verse title and verse. Another verse, verse title and verse, and then the chapter title. Okay, so I'll go ahead and tag these. And it looks like these are going to be a little bit more nuanced. Mowgli's song that he sang at the Council Rock when he danced on Shere Khan's hide. I think this could be kind of like a subtitle, so as a designer you've got some discretion. And then here's alright, and I'll, like I said, get rid of the rules, get rid of the extra stuff. Let me know if you have any questions. This is what you're doing for your whole document.